sinful activities, what happens? We cannot have the intensity to practice bhakti. We cannot, with so much intensity, conviction, with faith, we cannot practice bhakti. So it is just like now we have a wood is there, and if you want to burn the wood very nicely, it's dry. You are burning the wood very nicely, and simultaneously you are pouring water also. Morning you burn very nicely, and in the evening you are pouring water, and you are asking how it is burnt. Similar thing will happen. So the burning of the wood is our bhakti. Is our bhakti. So avoiding the sinful activities. And when we engage again in the sinful activities, what happens? Again we are pouring water to the fire. Understanding? So it's very difficult to practice bhakti if we are engaging in sinful activities. All these four categories what I told. So very very important to avoid this. To keep the wood dry and make it lightning fiery very nicely. So therefore one has to live a pure life, sinless life. So I always tell you all are very very fortunate. You all are very fortunate. Before you getting married, before you entering into another ashram, you are getting to know all this, because only few people will join the monkhood, that is for sure. Most of you will get married only. After getting married, you will be the head of your family, and you will be leading your whole house. And when you are following all these principles, you are getting trained properly here. So when you get married, what happens? You can lead the same pure life with your family members, you can relatives, you can teach them, you can also guide them in a holistic life. Understanding? So that's why we all are fortunate coming for these sessions and attending and leading a very nice pure life. Now everyone, most of your faces I see blank. Prabhuji, heart tod diya aapne. My heart was broken. Now whatever you have described, everything I am doing, not 100%, 200% I am doing, every single day. इतना demotivate कर दिया आपने. Now the question is, what is the solution for this? How to come out of this? So one thing we have to understand. So in our life, there is no question of checkpoint that our life is end here. I cannot do anything more. There is no solution for this. No. In scriptures, in Bhagavad Gita, especially for each and everything, we have a solution. So whatever sinful activities we have done previously, it's okay, done. But still we have the solution. If one takes up seriously and intensely, one can come out of all this cycle of addiction, cycle of committing mistakes, sins. So let's see what is the grace of the Lord. What is the solution Krishna is giving? All chant along with me. Buddhi yukto jahatiha ube sukrita dushkrite tasmad yogaya yujjasva yoga karmasu kaushalam. Translation?
A man engaged in yoga separates himself of both good and bad. He accepts evil in this life, therefore strives for yoga, which is the art of all work.
Yes. So what's the first line? A man engaged in bhakti, what happens? He gets rid himself of both good and bad, both punya and papa. Everything will be finished. So this is the grace of the Lord. So please listen carefully here. So papa and punya cannot cancel each other. So one has to understand this. So material punya, that is the normal punya what you're taking, and papa. So this will not cancel each other. Many people will say this in your TVs also. You see, दिन में सन्यासी, रात में विलासी. So this will not work. This will not work. So in daytime I'll do bhakti, in the night time I'll do sinful activities. Will cancel. So you're talking about material punya, when you're doing some charitable work, building schools, doing some giving free food to others. So these are called material punya. So by doing this some material punya, we cannot cancel the papa. So this should be very very much understood. So now we're talking about here the bhakti or devotional service that gives spiritual punya, or technically it's called sukruti. So when we have this sukruti or devotional service, this will cancel all the sinful reactions which are there. Everything will be cancelled from here. So one thing we have to understand clarity. So for material problems in this life, So we'll not have the solutions from material thing. So for material problems, we cannot have material solutions. So that is what the discussion now. I'll do some punya, Papa will be cancelled. This will not happen. For material problems, there are no material solutions. The solution is only spirituality. For example, people were thinking before roads are dirty. We have to build a nice tar roads. Now roads are built. Before roads were dirty. Now roads are nice. Lungs became dirty. Now lungs became dirty. If you take a allopathy medicine, for any medicine you take, there will be some side effect. Yes or no? So for if you try some to get some solution in this problems of material world, so that solution will lead to another problem. And to find that solution will lead to another problem. So the whole life is goes in solving the problems only. But we don't, after solving one problem, another problems will come. More and more problems will come. So for material stuff, for material problems, there is no question of material solution. The solution is only bhakti. Now one may ask, Prabhuji, so by doing bhakti, so we can cancel papa and punya. Papa is okay, but why punya also? Punya we said can enjoy, right? Why punya is also removed? What's the reason?
For Him also to lead, again we need to come to Him.
Yes. So to enjoy the punya also, again we have to take birth. Again ABCD. Again engineering. Again boss. Again you have to suffer. Yes or no? So you have to take birth again. So one more thing is, if you just practice bhakti, what happens? Even if you're not doing punya or papa, everything will be cancelled off. When we're practicing bhakti and we're not doing any other activity, Krishna will take care of us. Krishna will take care of us. Let's see in the Africa, there are huge, big elephants. And every elephant, the quantity of the food they eat is tons and tons of food. Are you providing? Any of you? I'm also not providing. But who is providing to those elephants? Lord is providing. Krishna is providing. And the small ants, how much food they need? Small, one pinch of rice is enough. And for the both ant and the big elephant, for both food is supplied. And none of us are supplying. Krishna is supplying. Yes or no? They're not going to any IT job. Food is supplied to them. So one thing we have to understand. So we have to get what we'll get. They're not practicing any bhakti also, these animals. But still food is provided. And we every single day chanting Hare Krishna mantra on the beats. And every single Saturday without missing we are attending the sessions. Won't Krishna take care of us? Logic? Won't Krishna take care of us? So Krishna will take care of us. The reason is this. So when we do in punya, we have to take birth again in this material world. And we don't know how many beautiful sinful activities you have done. And we don't know, the previous session we have discussed which karma blast it with water, we don't know. And we have to suffer for that. So that is the reason. And when we practice bhakti, what happens? So whatever papas we have done, it's like a huge mountain. Bigger than Mount Everest. Bigger than Mount Everest. But the only thing is, this huge mountain is like a cotton. It's like a dry cotton. And bhakti, what we are doing, is like a small spark of fire. Now tell me, when fire catches the cotton, what happens? Fire will extinguish. The whole cotton will burn. That is the power of bhakti. So we need not be scared. Whatever is done in the past is done. Need not scare. Because we are stuck in the cycle, right? We have done many activities. Again, we are continuing this. But now we have to understand. We know to understand how we are stuck. Now the thing is, intelligent person thinks how to come out of this cycle. The answer is bhakti. So bhakti is like a fire. So when this fire catches, even it may be the huge mountain, biggest in the whole universe, that is just a cotton. When we practice bhakti, everything will be destroyed. Everything. There are many case studies for this. Many case studies. So I can proudly tell, say in all of you. So there is one student. In the first session when I came here, October 21st, during Dasara time we started this center. So after attending the first session, I don't want to mention that boy's name. She was addicted to alcohol, cigarette, वगैरह वगैरह. She attended the first session. He immediately left everything. One session. I didn't tell all these topics at that time. All these sinful actions, nothing. He chanted Hare Krishna, heard the class, done. He left immediately. And because of simple tendencies, once again he started. And once again he heard the very intense classes. Increased it rounds. And he left everything. Now still today he is leading a pure life. Amongst the FI students, I'm telling. Many have shared personally to me, messaged me, discussed me. Prabhuji, I don't know what's the magic is there in the bhakti. All the sinful tendencies, habits, everything will be washed. The best example is Srila Prabhupada, the founder Acharya of ISKCON. So he went to the West. Those people are hippies. They do all the nonsense stuffs on the roads. In the home to TK. On the roads. For many months they don't have bath. Very dirty. On the roads only everything. Sex on the roads. On the roads. And those people who are addicted to drugs. So when Prabhupada went, when he gave this Hare Krishna Maha Mantra, people left even one day, in few weeks, people living drugs. Can you imagine? In the Western countries. Can you imagine this? That is the power of bhakti. That is the power of bhakti. So I already shared in the first session when we started this. So in ACS level also, ACS level we have the session going on. FOE. So there was one boy. He was addicted to drugs. But within 1 month, he left everything. He came with tears and telling to us, Prabhuji, thank you very much. We're thinking, अचानक से क्या हो गया इनको? Who is telling thank you? Thank you very much, Prabhuji. Because of this, I left having drugs. Can you imagine this? And he told the same thing with his friends, in the roommate. His roommate couldn't believe what's happening. Are इसका भी क्या चल रहा है इधर? People go to rehabilitation centers 6-7 months. They're not able to get cured. But one practices bhakti, chanting Hare Krishna every single day, coming attending the sessions. Person is getting out of all these bad habits, coming out of the cycle of addiction. It's a great miracle. That is the power of bhakti. And this person who was taking drugs was telling, his friend was not able to believe. So he came to our ISKCON center and looked, what's happening here? Then he got to know. It should happen, he understood. It must happen. And his mother, who was telling, his mother also couldn't believe. Is it real? Then what he did? He gave to the course instructor. Prabhuji, my mother is also not believing. Please tell it to her. Then he told, yes, your son left everything. In just a span of 1 month. This is the power of bhakti, my friends. This is the power of bhakti. So not just take lightly, Hare Hare Krishna, chant karenge. Jab time milega. No, this is the time we have to practice bhakti. So this is the time, as I already mentioned in the last session. So bhakti is the best investment what we are doing in the life. Bhakti is the best and the eternal investment. Our credit keeps on increasing. There is no reduction, there is no loss. But any material activity you are doing in this world, which is not in connection with the Lord, everything is temporary. Everything is temporary. You may be earning millions of dollars. At the end of the day, at the end of your life, will you take anything? Not even a single penny. But bhakti, whatever you are doing, that is what we can take. That is what we can take. We are practicing bhakti for many, many lifetimes. As I already mentioned, why you people are only coming again and again, hearing the sessions? Because we have heard Bhagavad Gita already in previous lives. We have chanted Hare Krishna. So that's why when you see some devotees wearing dhoti kurta or discussing about Bhagavad Gita, you'll get automatically inclination. Some devotees come to your pages and knock the doors. Prabhuji, this is what? Oh, is it? Some people are very interested. Please, I want to come. They'll register. Some people automatically take Bhagavad Gita. Why? Because we have done this business already before. In the previous life, we have practiced. The only nonsense thing we have done is we didn't finish in the previous life. We would have finished there only. We have finished in the past life only. But no, we are on the path of bhakti. But we don't want to finish. अगर हम भक्ति करेंगे तो लड़की को कौन पटाएगा? Who will do sense gratification? We are going in a straight path of bhakti to finish the business on the one life. बीच में पानी पूरी स्टाल आ गया. Some other. We're taking so many deviations in so many lives. So many lives we have practiced bhakti. My friends, let's finish this business in this life. Why to take birth again? Why to take birth and suffer? One may ask this question, Prabhuji, theek hai, you're telling. So when we have this, these are basically four problems we have discussed: birth, death, old age, and disease. Old age, though we know the problem. Disease, though we know. Everyone has back pain. Who are working nicely accorders, you know very nicely. Disease, death, we know how powerful, how painful it is. Old age, we know. Now, question may ask, Prabhuji, what is the problem with the birth? What is the problem with the birth? Everything is nice, no? So you don't understand. So in the third canto, this gives. So when a baby is there in the womb of a mother, the position of a baby is like this. So let's imagine yourself. You are there. You are kept in a sack, and you're tied. And you are kept in a drum, in a vessel drum, which is full of stool and urine. Very nice, no? And down you, it's a huge fire kept. How do you feel? That is the condition of a baby in the mother's womb. And small worms are there that pinches the baby in the womb. And because of that pain, the baby cries in the body, in the womb of mother. And because of pain, he'll kick at the mother's stomach. Please, I want to come out. I don't want to be here. And mother, innocently, she don't know, right? She'll think, oh, my baby is kicking me. Are he suffering in the womb? He's suffering in the womb. So that is what suffering. This material world is full of suffering, my friends. The only bliss is there in Krishna consciousness, in leading a pure holistic bhakti life. That is the whole point. So the best investment is this, practicing bhakti. Practicing bhakti. Let's not stuck in the cycle of addiction, in the cycle of sinful life. Let us stuck in the beautiful cycle of devotion service to the Lord. That is a blissful solution, the blissful position for all of us. So it is like when we're having a nice association, when you're practicing bhakti, something like this. In circus, you have seen, right? People are moving on the top after many meters high. There is a single thread, and people are dancing on it, doing some gymnastic on the thread. Why? Practice, okay. And one more, there is some safety, right? What is the safety? Net down. They know even if I fall down, there is net down. Yes or no? So even in our practice of bhakti, some problems will be there. Some problems will be there. And this net is the association of devotees. When we are diverting away, this association will help. Your mentors will help. Your mentors will help. So it's like it's a train moving on the path of Goloka Vrindavan to Vaikuntha planet. So Srila Prabhupada is the driver. We're on the train, we boarded. On the train where you can board nicely, you can go straight. But no, we just want to stop in middle. Udhar pani puri hai. Ek ladki ja rahe. We have to get down, go there and get diverted. So this devotee association will help us. Prabhu, क्या कर रहे हैं आप? आइए इधर. थोड़ा FOE class देंगे आपका आगे. So this devotee association help us to be protected with the bhakti from this Maya. So this is the thing finally. So let's not stuck in the cycle of addiction or sinful activities and get suffering again and again in this material world. Let's finish this business of Krishna consciousness in this very life. Let's not take birth again and give pain to ourselves and to our mother, parents, and to the whole world around. Let's not bring this. Let's get moksha. Let's break the cycle of birth and death and go back to Vaikuntha. So that should be the goal of life and nothing else. That should be the goal. So let's not get stuck. So we have seen the problem in detail and we have seen the solution also. The only solution is bhakti, bhakti, bhakti. And in that bhakti, most important is chanting of Hare Krishna Mahamantra. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare. Hare Rama, Rama, Hare Hare. Anyone who is practicing bhakti, chanting every day Hare Krishna mantra, sincerely, seriously, every single day, he can easily come out of this cycle. This is the only solution, nothing else. Nothing else. Okay? So with this, I would like to conclude session. Any questions?
exam we have done, score right, like 100 out of 35, you will pass right.
Mm.
So you go to go by home.
Mm.
So how much marks should be?
Yeah, so very nice question. So to pass the examination, we need 35 marks, right? Yes or no? So to break the cycle of birth, that कुछ marks चाहिए में? Some percentage needed. So the exam is here. So you told the example of exam. I'll give the same thing. So the exam for all of us, the main and difficult exam is at the time of death. At the time of death. So that is our the biggest examination. So what is our passing point at that examination? We should be able to remember Krishna at the time of death. So that is what Krishna says in the 8th chapter. Antakalecha mam eva smaran muktva kalevaram. So whoever remembers me at the time of death will come back to me. Where Krishna is there is in Vaikunta. So he'll go back to Vaikunta. So Kunta means where there are miseries or problems. Vaikunta means where there are no miseries, where are there no problems. The only thing is there in Vaikunta is happiness, only bliss. And all of us are searching for that bliss which we are not able to get here in this material world. We are not able to get. So that is what we are hankering for, that eternal bliss that we can get only in Vaikunta. And what is the percentage, passing percentage? That is remembering Krishna at the time of death. So if you have some examination, the whole year you study, yes or no? I'm not talking about the engineering students who study the before night, they get to get 35 marks, but to get a good marks at least. The whole year we have to study for one examination of 3 hours. Yes or no? Death means how much time? Few minutes finish. But at that moment, whether I'm able to remember Krishna or not, means to remember Krishna at the time of death, we should also have preparation. And that preparation is the whole life. The whole life we have to practice bhakti. So nicely that every moment I am able to remember Krishna. Say at every moment, if I am able to remember Krishna, at the time of death also, I can remember Krishna. Then I can remember Krishna, I will go back to the spiritual world. If I remember a dog, next life, bow, bow. That will be. So what we remember at the time of death. So to remember Krishna, we have to practice remembering Krishna. Na? So how to practice? Chanting of Hare Krishna mantra. When we are chanting, we can remember Krishna easily. When we are reading Bhagavad Gita, we can remember Krishna easily. That is what the instruction of Krishna. And we are discussing Bhagavad Gita, we can remember Krishna easily. Yes or no? So this is a practice. The examination is the time of death. We are looking at the long-term goal. So to remember Krishna, we have to practice the whole life bhakti process. Then we can pass the exam at the time of death. Hope this answers your question. Okay? One last question I can take.
While chanting, can we open our eyes? Because if we close eyes, means
You'll get sleep, huh?
mind is getting
It's up to you. So best is closing your eyes and hearing the mantra. So sometimes what happens, even if you open the eyes, so when you close the eyes, mind is going here and there. If open the eyes will go here and there. Something other distraction will be there. So one of the quality of a Kali Yuga Jiva is we are always disturbed. To get out of this disturbance, we are chanting Hare Krishna. So the struggle is there. So if you are finding some difficulty while chanting, where the mind is going here and there, stop for some time. And tell, I want to chant, that's it. Mind will go here and there, but we have to get. So the success of our chanting is we should be able to remember or hear at least one full mantra, Hare Krishna mantra, one full mantra. If you can hear that one mantra, that is our success. And most of the time our mind will go here and there. That is for sure. But we have to try to get back the mind. So to get nice help for chanting, I was telling now Punya Shravana channel, Japa motivation in the group every day is being posted. Please look into that. Just 3-4 minutes. So before chanting, look at the video. And then chant. There is a lot of difference. I have personal experiences. Okay? So more questions you can take later. Okay? It's all the time. You all can stand up. You can relax your legs. I can see someone of you dancing nicely. Yes. So the volunteers will give you the beats. If all of you got the beats, please take your seats. So, would request everyone, those who have purchased the beats, please bring your own beats every single Saturday during a reading session also. Can I get also beat? I think there is no new person here. Everyone knows how to chant, so I need not explain you again. Okay? So let's start. Let's create our consciousness for chanting or doing mantra meditation. As we discussed the whole session, mostly is of our depression only. Even though it is so sinful activities we have done from many lifetimes, at least this life we can remember what sinful activities we have done. In the previous life, in the past, many lifetimes we have done many sinful activities. And aprarabdha is waiting for us. All the reactions are waiting for us. But the only solution to come out is bhakti. Let's have this conviction and faith. Conviction and faith. And the most important processes of bhakti is chanting of Hare Krishna mantra. So this can be a nice inspiration for us, a daily chanting. So even if we chant one mantra, even if I'm not able to hear properly, if we chant once, many sinful reactions were destroyed. Many sinful reactions. We cannot even imagine how many. We cannot even imagine. So let's have that consciousness. When even I'm chanting one mantra, so many sinful reactions were being destroyed. So many. And we were chanting 108. Can you imagine this? The whole huge mountain gradually is getting burnt off of sinful reactions. So let's not worry. This is our only solution. And nothing else. Nothing else. So with this mood, let's start chanting. Close your eyes. Sit in a meditative posture. And repeat after me. Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya, Prabhu Nityananda, Shri Advaita Gadada, Shri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda. So this is the only chance we are getting to sit with so many spiritual minded people and chant together. We'll get this opportunity only in the next Saturday. We'll not get this in between. So take this advantage of chanting very intensely, that I want to get rid of this cycle of addiction. I want to get rid of this cycle of karma. I want to attain Krishna. I want to attain you, my Lord. I want to come back to Vaikuntha. I don't want to stay in this material world again. I don't want to take birth again. Oh Krishna, please help. Please help. With this intense prayer, let's chant intensely. Try our best to hear at least one mantra. So we'll chant in chorus together for the next 10 minutes. Let's start. Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Rama Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna 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 Hare Hare, Hare Rama 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 Hare Hare, Hare Krishna